don't consider that. The fact that if something were to be shown publicly, I mean, like, depending on what it says, um, that someone would have needed to be extremely calculating, and to some of them, they would consider that like being fake. They would need to be very calculating in order to have something be shown publicly and not cause any issue, typically. But then also, they want you to be like real and never show any sign of like being calculating or strategic or what they would deem as like disingenuous or fake. But then that's the very stuff that they accept or think is normal or like or think is acceptable. Do you kind of get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I get. I think I get where you're coming from. So more than sucks. That just sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
Like it's like there's so much work into like each thing that go like each word. Like so normal human beings get to talk,
Yeah.
right? Like other people get to DM back and forth whatever the fuck they want.
Mhm.
But you don't get to do that.
I just wish I could feel like I could be worthy of the benefit of the doubt. And I just feel like instead it's the complete opposite. It's like, how can we manufacture this to make it look like she is some like devil succubus thing monster that is trying to kill people? I don't know.
What happened?
So many things. There was this one, like, for example, this one video that went kind of viral where someone was like talking about like the dark side of cooking and she's actually a really bad person. And they took a lot of clips from the stream, and it's amazing what like ominous music and someone delivering lines very well will say prior to very specific cut up clips with no context. Not to say that I am perfect or I go about things in a perfect way, but it definitely made me look very bad, and also just like bad in combination with both about things that are not important. So things like that will occur, and then that will make me feel like, oh, every little thing that I say is context or whatever it is, and like I am not worthy of any sort of benefit of the doubt. And then the cherry on top is that almost any time someone has created a massive issue like that for me in my life, at some point or other, they slide in the DMs with a massive apology. Like that video, even though it amassed, I think, millions of views, has now been deleted because the guy himself felt like the video like didn't really make sense. It wasn't really fair to me, you know?
What?
But that doesn't delete the hundreds of thousands of shitty things that people have sent to me, said about me, thought about me, or the way in which it has jaded me. So, yeah.
In case you were worried about selling these arms and them not getting used, we got a buyer airlifting this shipment right into a hot zone. You'll need big off-roaders to get to the pickup sites.
Why are you looking? What's the what?
It's like I guess I want to say the situation, but it has a lot of aspects to it.
So there it is again. There it is. Depends on this thing. No. Jeez. What's up? I mean, really, I asked that question about ammo for a reason, because I think what you feel, you do not feel is fair to say.
I don't feel like anything is fair to say.
Yeah. Right, and now we're kind of at a dangerous crossroads because like what you're telling me is actually true. This isn't true. And that's why the shit's coming. Because if you do talk about how you actually people will crucify you. You're waiting. This is bitch complaining. Or those the same. I think it's interesting. I remember first sort of encountering this with Devin Nash. And sort of like, we were talking about why people were toxic. I told him, I remember I was 25 years old. Not that age, school rejection that was the show for what it's not. This is what mental health crazy thing is that those people that are hurt, and they don't know what to do with it. It's like children that abused, like, and there was a very extreme LS was what he was kind of talking about. He used to act out for the bad kid, and no one ever asked him. No one ever like wanted to just punish him. Right? These people who hate. So with Devin's case, I think what happened is that what I hate most, and I even still feel it today. When I see someone doing something that I feel like I'm grateful of, but haven't done, it irritates me. When someone's better than me and they do something, that's fine because they're better than me. But when someone's not better than me and they do something that I could have done, except I didn't do it and they do it, because then I don't have an excuse. Then my weaknesses are exposed, and then that's just we don't want to sit with people. And then they
Obsessively attaching I mean, there are many emotions, but a big part of me is why are you being this way? And then I realize if I do that, they'll probably
Sure, so not to go into the lion's den, but like if that happens again, send them my way. I would love to talk to them. I'm serious. I told the same thing to Devin. Like, these people don't show up. It fucking infuriates me. I know they're real toxic ass. We've had 2 incels on screen. They weren't real incels. We had a guy with a fucking waifu who's like, he's like a normal dude. It's like, where's the fucked upness? Like, give me the worst part. Give me the dreads. Because they deserve to respond to. We need to understand that. We need to help them. Let them make them. Send them my way.
I'll link them.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like the guy who made that video. And so I think there's a couple of other things that I just want to say. It's complicated. There's so many threads here. There's something so devastating about getting an apology.
I can't tell you the amount of times. And in the moment it feels nice, and in long term I realize, wait, this person got off scot-free, and the amount of resentment.
Do you accept?
Like
do you accept their apology?
What else am I doing? I mean, I really should appreciate it.
Yeah, so what else am I gonna do? Like, that comes back to the heart, right? Like sometimes it's okay to say, I don't forgive. You don't have to, like, no one is entitled to forgiveness. Something that, like, somewhere along the way we thought that people were entitled to forgiveness. That's not how it works.
I think it's more so like I accept forgiving them to, or like accepting the apology to then make that situation go away. But now I've realized, no, there is still something.
So then that forgiveness is fake. You do it because you're supposed to. You do it because we've been trained to say it's okay when someone apologizes. Right? And we do it all the time. And like, it's a real problem. Like, no one is entitled to forgiveness. Like, I know that this place is supposed to be positive, but I really think that, oh man, is positivity. Because it's so fucking dishonest.
I mean, to be fair, really not intentional. Like, all the time I thought, oh, they apologized, it's very nice. Okay, let's all move on with our lives.
Yeah, so I think you're halfway there. So I think forgiving is good, but I think it's gotta like be actual forgiveness. Right? So I think that the problem isn't that you're forgiving, the problem is that you're not saying the rest. The problem is it's kind of, you know, because they apologize and then you said something really brilliant, which is like, it doesn't change the fact that there were hundreds of thousands of messages, thoughts, like it doesn't change the damage, it doesn't undo the damage. And somewhere along the way we started believing that an apology undoes the damage. Like, if I'm driving down the street and if I'm walking down the street with one of my kids and a drunk driver comes out by and runs over my child, and then that person comes to me and says, I'm sorry. And then I say, I forgive you. It doesn't change the fact that there's some damage has been done. An apology does not wipe away the damage. The issue here, Amon, is that I think that somewhere along the way we started believing that forgiving wipes away the damage. Because true forgiveness is part of that mourning, is part of that acceptance. But even then, I don't think that anyone is owed, like, you're owed an I'm sorry, but they're not owed mercy. And somewhere along the way, like, you decided that you were a good person, and this is what a good person does, but like, I think that's your problem. Do you deserve an apology? Absolutely. Do they deserve your forgiveness? Absolutely. Yeah, that's true. That's what happens. I mean, I think it starts with speaking your truth and not to I appreciate your apology, but like, I don't know that damage you've done has been fixed. Right? I'm glad you feel remorse.
In that situation, people will just be defensive and be like, wow, this isn't good enough. They'll turn around and be like, yeah, I tried to apologize, but she's a total bitch about it. And, you know? It's no win.
So you can't win, right? So this is where I think the biggest problem, this kind of comes back to the beginning of the attachment, is that you're playing the game where someone else, you're playing a game that like someone else determines. Like, this is why you feel powerless, because you're playing a game where like no matter what you say, someone else can do something. And that's exactly the fucking point. That's where detachment comes from. The game is rigged, and yet we continue to play it. We put our feelings and our lives and our sense of self into the hands of others. And then we bitch and whine. Huh?
But it feels like that's such like an inherent part of the job.
It is an inherent. It's not just a part of the job, my friend. It's a part of life. Every time you, like when you're in third grade, and you do your math homework, and you like get a grade back, like that's you giving power to the world. Like at some point, very, very quickly, it moves away from learning to grades. It happens so fast. No one gives a shit about learning. Everyone gives a shit about grades. It's about the outcome. It's about the perception. Like, when people talk about Moroccan doctors, they say, like, oh, this person is a doctor. Like, everyone talks about that person like they're a doctor. Like, no one talks about the people that they save, right? And it's like, there's value that a doctor is greater than other human beings. It's like, it's not greater than other human beings. Like, just people. Everyone's just people. Everyone does their part. But we elevate some. And it's not about the actual thing in it. It's about the perception of the thing, or the opinions of others. And I think like you're playing a game, like, in that you feel powerless because you can't win. Like, how do you win? And this is a part of me that
really, really fake and throwing whatever you want under the bus, but somehow making it out looking nice. But I don't think that is the way I would be okay.
Yeah, that's not winning.
I feel like I'm just stuck.
Yeah. No, you don't need to stop caring. No, you don't need to do that. Good sigh. What was that? What is that? What is that? Tell me.
Maybe I don't need to do anything.
That's exactly right. You almost let it slip away. You don't need to detach. You need to do absolutely nothing. Just sit with your suffering. Let him on out of the closet. That's the sigh. You almost let it slip away. Almost. You don't need to do anything. Because you're perfect. I mean, like, the rest of the world, like, haters gonna hate, man. Right? We've been saying it for, I don't know who came up with that.
Years. Yeah.
Such a long time. You don't need to do it. Like, here's the thing. So now we're gonna wrap up. Okay, I'll teach you to meditate. You are what you are. And I think my understanding is that you're, for the most part, to be authentic. And I don't blame you. And if you think about it, like, what's also been responsible for, like, bringing you to where you are is actually you. It's not you. And so you are perfect. And what you give to Twitch is actually, like, what most of Twitch loves. And then, like, what some people do is they hate it because it's authentic. Because, like, we hate the person who does the thing that we're capable of, and we don't. Like, the problem is that, like, you're a generally positive person. People fucking hate that. They hate that because they're like, I tried to be a positive person and I didn't end up as Twitch royalty. That's not fair. And then they try to tear you down. But you can just be what you are, and like that's what you are, and like, people love you for it. I think you're awesome, and I don't know if you've been faking it and you're doing this for farming views or whatever. I have no idea.
Couldn't fake it if I tried, man. I feel like if I was faking things, I should be doing a way better job.
I think so too. I mean, I think, yeah. I don't, and I think the thing is, if you really, really stop and you look, the world loves you. Like, I'm serious. It's not, I know I say positive sounding shit, but I'm not trying to say positive sounding shit. I'm just saying, like, can you get to where you are by being who you're not, or by being who you are? Because it's way harder to be who you're not than it is to be who you are. I don't think you can get to where you are by being fake. Fake here and there, sure, but, like, your true colors eventually show up. And Twitch is really good at sniffing out falseness. Right?
And that,
Seriously.
I believe, is everything sold.
Yeah.
Next time you see those weapons, they'll be on the
I think at
news.
the end of the day, you're spot on. It's an I don't.
Okay,
In
you
that
own the
moment,
facility.
you understood.
If you've got a crew, get them together, head
that
over there,
moment,
and come down to the presentation room. I've got someone to introduce you to.
Then that
He's
thing comes
richer
up.
than
No, you
God,
should
and he
listen.
needs a team to break down the toughest security walls in the country.
No.
So, of course, he called some bank robbers.
People are gonna hate you because you spoke
You bought the hangar. Woohoo! We're in business, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait. Who's that?
And this
Someone's
is the cool
here.
thing, right?
Get
This is
over
the
here
cool thing is
quick.
when you say oops,
Get to the hangar. I
what
need to
is the
show you
hype
some
of it?
things.
Licks?
Absolutely. It's really cool. Like, it's really, really cool. Like, people
I
come on
really
here
thought-
and air their dirty laundry over and over and over again, and, like, what do they get? They get hugs.
Yeah. I do really love that aspect of it. When people
Yeah. Like, take a chance to see the humanity in yourself. Last thoughts, questions? I feel like I'm right.
no. My eyeballs are red. This was very, very nice. I have
Hello, Pegasus Lifestyle Manager.
but I've never really gone into this
Call again. Goodbye.
or someone who like understands the space. You know, how often are you gonna find a therapist that streams? Just about never. And then you have to go into trying to explain this beast of a thing. So it was very nice talking to somebody.
Well, you're very welcome. It was an absolute pleasure for me. I love talking to you. Yes, I mean, I love talking to. Yeah, but I have. Oddly enough, I think that the reason I say you is I identify more with the audience than the streamer. I view myself as Twitch chat personified on stream as opposed to an actual streamer. I don't think about myself as a streamer, but anyway, maybe there's a lesson somewhere in there, but my brain is too fried to tease it apart.
Sorry for frying your brain.
No. I mean, I think it's good. Like, you know, I like fried.
Into it.
I like fried food. It's just I've come to acknowledge my limits, but yeah, I really appreciate what you've done. You know, Iman, just to be honest, I found myself to be a little bit surprised, but I guess I shouldn't be because, you know, having watched your stream a couple of times, I never realized you were hanging on so much, and I feel sad that you've been hanging on to it, and I don't think you deserve that. You deserve to be able to have fun, and I think you deserve to be more fully who you show us.
I want to think the same thing and feel deserving of that.
Well said. See, that's a statement of where you are, right? You didn't say I should. You said I want to. It's an acknowledgement